Hello, it's Eve. Welcome back to my channel. I was about to show you something, but I dropped it on the floor. So I have to tidy those up. But I'm here to share with you today the challenge for myself for May. If you've been around here on my channel for a while, you know that each month I set myself a personal art challenge. I do keep a regular sketchbook as well, but I dedicate like each month to kind of like learning a new material or practicing some kind of like art thing. So for April, I'm trying to think of the month. I also get really shy when I like do face to camera on this channel, but for April my like theme was to think about value, so like low value, high value, making sure that there was a bit of each in the drawings that I was working on. And that was inspired by a couple of videos that Sandy Hester put out. I'll link those in the description below. So last month that was my theme, and I mostly used Tombow brush pens and coloured pencils. I actually took to carrying around my etcher, which I've also done a video on. This is the etcher field case, instead of my beautiful tool roll, pen roll, art wrap, whatever you want to call it, that's filled with colour pencils. I ended up taking this out and about with me because it had some Tombows. This month I've decided, because I'm going to be travelling twice this month, I need something that I can use easily. I did think about doing the, the Derwent Inktense blocks. I have some of those. I thought about using those for the month because I can use them dry or wet, but actually I'm going to be traveling more in June, I think. So this month instead, I'm going to take my Kuretake Art Nouveau Gansai Tambi set. Now, I'm going to show you what's actually in this box. It's just that I dropped it on the floor right before videoing, and I've got to I can show you it as it is. And then I'm going to remove all the cat hair that's also in there, because my cat spends a lot of time in my little room here, and so now they're all covered in cat hair. So I will sort that and then I'll come back to you. So this is the full Art Nouveau set from Kuretake Gansai Tambi, but I got this sometime last year and I've dabbled with it a little. So I want to use this because this is doesn't weigh so much, so it's easy for me to take this to the UK. I've got 2 trips planned this month. I will be in one place for both of those trips, so it means that I'm not having to move out and about and worry about wet paint or anything like that. I will be flying with hand luggage only, so I don't want to worry about wet materials. So this is a great item, and I'll also take color pencils. In terms of sketchbooks, I'm going to take this one because I've been loving it. I'm not planning on doing every single day in here with the Gansai Tambi. I don't know how to say it. This is still my daily, I'm doing something every day in here, as mentioned in my last video about how my April month went, but I don't want to feel the pressure of doing this every day in here. So I'm going to take this is a Stillman and Byrne Epsilon series sketchbook. It's been in use on and off. It's got nice smooth paper. It's a nice size if I'm on an airplane or anything. So I'll take this one with me. I will also take, this one is different. It's the same kind of size, a little bit wider, as you can see. This one has more of a cold press kind of paper. It's more textured, so I can't see it, but this one is almost hot pressed. This side is colder pressed, it has more texture. So I will take this one. Those two will go easily in my main bag that will go in the overhead cabin. Probably, and this one will just fit in with my laptop bag. I'll also need to take color pencils because I'm obsessed, and probably a water brush pen. So it's likely that I'll use my field case because I have a brush pen and I can get a nice small selection of color pencils, and I can also add a few brush pens if I want. That's what I've been using for April. It just makes it easier. I can put the strap on, which is currently on my camera actually. It's easy for me to travel with this one and just pull it out with a little sketchbook and go for a walk where I'll be staying and do sketching. Although actually, if this is my focus, I'll have to think about how I'm incorporating this. The other thing I could do is take my pen roll, which I'm sure you've seen. If you haven't, then there's a video on this. It's like my faux spender tube, and at the moment it's filled, so I've got my little travel palette. So I'd probably take that out. I would just make sure I've got the colors that I want that match nicely with my Art Nouveau set, and then I would use this section for the water brush pens and any of the little bits. This is quite a nice one to take actually, because I can, maybe I will take this one, because this one can also strap down really small if I don't put too much in it, versus decisions. But what I thought I would do with you now is actually just swatch out the set in each of these sketchbooks quickly so that we can see how they work, because I've used them in other sketchbooks, Royal Talons and a Sea Lights of Brighton large one, but I don't think I've used them in here. So let's do that now. I'll do them in the back. You'll hear my cat playing because she has discovered one of my hairbands that she stole from upstairs. She's very proud of herself, as she should be, you know. It's no mean feat based upon where I hide my headbands, but she managed to get one. So kudos to her. I actually have the Art Nouveau set in here already because that was when I was looking to film my pagan all. So let's do this. We're going to test out each of them. I'm going to start lightest, I think, with this one. I don't remember what the names are because I've moved. Ooh, pretty. And really all I want to know is I want them as a reference within this sketchbook so that I can very quickly choose which color I want to use at the time that I'm about to use them. Let me move the water here because my arm's going to keep going across the page. I should also find out the names. 1 second. Clearly not very organized today, am I? So we started, the far right is ecru beige. The second one was flax beige. This one is green gold. It's such a pretty color. I did actually use these in a, I've got like an old video called the Kuretake Doodle with me, I think it's called, where there's 2 sessions where I used these. One is like a time lapse, I think, and the other one was like using color pencils on top. Oh, that's so pretty. Which I'll link to, so if you want to check them out. They're quite long and they're different to the kind of videos I make now, but they might be interesting. That one was saffron yellow. Now we'll go, oh look, my hair is getting in it. This one is pale pink. Oh, so pretty. And then this one is coral pink. Oh, look at that. Is that not beautiful? I don't think you can see it because of the shadow. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is a really pretty pink. Then we have potter's pink. Everyone knows about a potter's pink, don't we? Look at that. What's great about these paints is, unlike like regular watercolors, they're quite opaque, which I quite like. They do take a while to dry. This one is vermilion. Look, I love that. Oh my word. I've used that one several times before. Such a beautiful color. Like, that's the kind of red that you want to have, isn't it? It's like, oh, yum. Alizarin crimson. I've spoken about this one before. It doesn't look anything like an alizarin crimson, in my opinion. Alizarin crimson is normally a lot, I don't know how to describe it, but not that. That's not what I would call an alizarin crimson. Let me know what you think in the comments. This one is mauve taupe. Ooh, pretty. You can see why they're called like the Art Nouveau set, can't you? And then this one is old mauve. So the reason I'm going to the UK is my youngest brother, he was made redundant in September, bless him. Not managed to find a job yet. There's so little about. He's applying for everything. But they had a holiday booked and they need someone to look after their cat. So that's what I'm doing. This one is greyish blue. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm going to create some lovely, 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 lovely pieces in my sketchbook using these. Get it already. So I'll be cat sitting, and they live in an area that's got some wild land, like not landscape because it's flat, it's like the fence. This one is cobalt turquoise light, but like cows, fields, that kind of thing. I'm going to run out of space, aren't I? I didn't factor in. I thought I had 5 rows, but actually there are 6. So it'll be good to just get out and about. I've got like an aluminium stool at my dad's, which I'll pick up because I'll see him for a couple of days first. And then I can just spend some time. I'm also supposed to be working on the book. So fit it with a book. I'm done with it. I'm not done with it. I've still got loads to do, but hey ho. This one is cobalt green. The one before it, I don't think I told you, was pale aqua. This one is cobalt green. That's so pretty. I'm really loving the cobalt green polychromos pencil at the moment. This one is billiard green, like a billiard table. Oof, oof, look at that. Gorgeous. I was so happy to be able to track this set down last year. This is shadow green, another gorgeous colour. I'm going to run out of space. Oh my gosh, we are running out of space. Can you see how like the original line though hasn't dried yet? Like my yellow here is still wet, so I can't overlap them. And then the next one is pea green. Oh, it's so pretty. I should tell you that yesterday I went uptown and I might have gone to the art shop. I'm not going to tell you what I got though, but it's pretty cool. This is ivy green. Oh, look at that. It's such a beautiful set. And this one is green grey. It's not at all grey. I'm just going to point that out. Look, see? I think it should be grey, but it's not. It's actually just a greyish green. Really pretty. And then the last tier, this one is beige grey. I'm gonna have problems here, aren't I? Is that showing up on camera? Then yellow brown. Water's like sludge. I might take this brush with me for the giggles. I have got a flat brush, a water brush like this, and a travel brush like this. I used this one the other day and I quite enjoyed it. I'm not even sure why I pulled it out. This is a beautiful Mars yellow. Ready? Oh, look. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. And then the last one is Venetian red. Nice. Look at that. Oof. Right. That's my sludge water. Look. Sludge. That's my set drying. So, as you can see, gorgeous colours. Let me bring them closer so you can see. Pretty. It's going to take a while to dry. You can see even the yellow hasn't finished drying, and that was the first one I did. They do dry with in pools, I guess, unless I water them down more. And there's this one. This green, what was it called? Green grey. Got some granulation, and they call it cauliflowers, don't they, going on. Pretty one. So yeah, those are the paints that I'm going to be using for the month of May. I'm going to experiment. While I'm here, I'll experiment. Like, I've got some granulation liquid. Okay, well, I can't find it, but I've got granulation liquid somewhere. I thought it might be fun to play with that. I just want to experiment, see what I can do. I'll play with layers. I'll probably take some neo colours with me, because I often do. Don't think I'll take dry pastels because they quite often crumble. I do have a little pack here, actually, and they just seem to get more and more trashed every time I take them anywhere. So I probably won't take those. And that's that. So that's going to be my May. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I will share the results with you at the end of May. It might be early June because I'll be in the UK at the end of May, early June, and I'm not sure what my video recording setup will be like. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on my plans for May. Let me know if you've got any May art challenges planned, because that'd be great. And I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Do you want to watch another one? Yes, you do. Choose one of these. Thank you for watching. Bye.